Hello everyone, we are here to present on Great Lakes Copper Incorporation, and before starting with the actual presentation, let's take a brief introduction of group members. Myself are Simran Dhillon, she is Tupinder Kaur, she is Kirandeep Kaur Brad, he is Karamjit Singh and he is Rutul Dave. And let's start with the presentation by taking a brief introduction of the company Great Lakes Copper Incorporation. Great Lakes Copper Incorporation is a leading company which manufactures and sells the copper-based alloy tubes. It was founded in 1958 and is currently located in London, Ontario. Then in 2010, the company changed its name from Wolverine Tube Incorporation to Great Lakes Copper Incorporation. It also operates as a subsidiary of Mueller Copper Incorporation Products, and it also transports the finished tubing in more than 40 countries across the world and sells them via wholesale and distribution challenges. So next slide is commodity and its uses. The main commodity of Great Lakes Copper Incorporation is the copper, and here are the list of products that are manufactured with the help of copper. Like the first one is plumbing, which is basically used in industrial, commercial and industrial purposes. The second is refrigeration service tube, which is used for refrigeration and household purposes. The third one is medical gas tubing, which is used in hospitals. The fourth is industrial, which produces industrial coils and straight lengths. The second last is factory coated, is used in liquefied petroleum gas, natural gas, potable water and various other household purposes. And the last one is line sets. These are copper tubing which is used in air conditioners. Moreover, it makes the installation easier and increases the efficiency. So these are the requirements that has to be met while the purchase of copper. So initially the copper has to meet the requirements of the standardization of ASTF, that is American Society for Testing and Material Specification. Moreover, every product manufactured at Great Lakes has its own particular specifications. For example, seamless copper water tube needs to be certified by NSF to ANSI/NS Standard 61 for public water suppliers. Now I would like to call my friend Karamjit Singh.
I am going to present the characteristics of the copper. So first of all, we have the color. So the copper is in radiation color that takes on a bright metallic luster. Second one is ductility and malleability. So the copper is very ductile and malleable in nature. Third one is thermal conductivity. The copper is really highly conductor of the thermal conductivity, and if we want to strengthen or increase the conductivity of the thermal conductivity of the copper, we can add some other metals like silver. And the fourth one is electrical conductivity. So it is also really highly electrical conductive metal which is used for these purposes. And fabrication is, so it is really easy to fabricate the copper metals, because it is really easy to cold or warm to the copper metals. So now we have the grades of the copper. So in the grade 2 copper, this type of the grade is really beneficial for the scrap dealers. So this type of the copper contains 94 to 96% of the copper minimum. And the second grade 1 copper, so this is the second most profitable copper. It is used to make the copper tubings, bare bright coppers. It is also that type of the copper that scrap dealers likes to find, and this is really a bright and shiny type of the copper. And so grade 2 insulated wire. So this type of the wire is consists of the unalloyed wires and have a diameter thinner than 16 gauge. And last one is grade 1 insulated wire. So this one covers all types of the copper which is really clean. So another one is plumbing tube. So this is a table which tells about the types of the plumbing tubes. So we have different types of the tubes according to their standardization and the applications. So next I would like to call the Rutul for the next presentation. Thank you.
Next is technical terms and specification of copper. Great Lakes use very different kind of coppers to make different kind of products by the copper. They are using really special copper in making a refrigeration tube which can resist 700 pounds per square inches pressure and 250 degrees Fahrenheit of temperature. which is certified by the Underwriters Laboratory of Canada. So they are using really special kind of copper in refrigeration tubes. They are using special copper in plumbing tubes as well, because they are making domestic water tubes. In plumbing copper, they are using 6.5 pH value water resisting copper. So if there is a 6.5 pH and below, they are using special corrugated copper. Copper is generally corrugated by the sulfur. So sulfur is inspected by the inspection of electroplated, inspection of the machine surface, and there is also inspection of spot chemical assessment, which is done by the QMX techniques. So I would like to call Kirandeep Brar.
The next slide is suppliers. We find out 3 possible suppliers for Great Lakes, which are domestic suppliers, one from which is Metrobec. This is situated in St. Hubert, Quebec. This is working in this field from 1967. They are working in both selling and purchasing metal in the market. Another supplier is ThyssenKrupp. This is situated in London, Ontario. They have a large amount of copper, so we have an opportunity to buy our copper from this company. The third domestic supplier is CBC. This is situated in Concord, Ontario. They are working in this field from 28 years before, and they also have some other formats of copper like plates, rolls, etc. Then another one supplier is international supplier, that is Red Metal Copper Sales. This supplier is situated in US, and this is right now supplying copper to the Great Lakes. The next is the packaging of raw copper. The raw copper comes in 3 types of packaging. First one is enameled copper wire. In this, the wire is properly situated on the core part. The another one is copper rolls. The thickness of copper rolls is less, and these are used for refrigeration. The third type of raw copper is copper sheets. These copper sheets have greater thickness, and these are used for plumbing pipes. All these are the raw copper formats, and these are used for creating other copper things that are used that are sell in the market. Now I would like to call my friend Tapinder Kaur. Thank you.
This table shows the 5-year copper pricing trends from 2014 to till now. The current price of copper is 3.95 Canadian dollar per LB, and the fluctuation line shows the increasing and decreasing pricing trends. Next slide, please. This is the pricing list of the company, and this table shows the different prices according to the size and demand of the product. Next slide, please. Here are some factors which affects upon the pricing of the product. There are 2 factors: internal factors and the external factors. Internal factors affects upon the objective of the company, whereas the external factors affects upon the business of the objective of the company. And here are the under some points under the internal factor and the external factor. Internal factor, we have like credit period offer. If the credit period offer is high, then the price will be high. If the credit period offered will be low, then the price automatically will be lower. And next is the product life cycle. Like it shows the initial the growth stage of the product. Next is the promotional activity and the image of the firm. On the other hand, we have some external factors like competition. It depends upon the how many companies are selling the same product. So if the competition is higher, then we have to lower the price of the product. And next is the consumers, government control, economic conditions. We have to set the price of the product according to the economic conditions. And next are the channel intermediators. And here are some references from where we took the data, and these are the image references. Thank you.